Well, much like the gentleman we just talked to, what was it like to finally get drafted, to hear your name, and what were you doing on that fateful Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a huge honor to be taken by the Leafs. I was very excited. My whole family was very excited, and I was just at home and just saw the name pop up, and couldn't be happier.
Describe the year you had as good as it went offensively for you.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys on our team were very successful. We got new coaches and new owners, and they kind of allowed guys to play their games and play the style that they needed to play. And I was just one of those guys that was fortunate enough to be able to be part of that organization and found success.
John Paddock, very important to your career, hasn't he been?
Yeah. I think he's probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm here. He's very influential in my hockey career, and when he came in, he kind of turned everything around for me, and made me love the game again. So I can't say enough about John Paddock.
The number of older guys in the draft that were drafted this year, does that kind of maybe say something about how players still develop even after that first opportunity is out there?
Yeah, I think there's guys all the time that develop a little bit later and are late bloomers, and I think for everyone it's just about getting better every day, and it doesn't matter what age you are, you got to get better if you want to play, and that's just something that we're all trying to do.
Mark also talked about leadership and people being a leader on the team. Is that something you took pride in this year as an older guy?
Yeah, I think our captain was out for a long period of time as well, so I was able to step into even a bigger role on the team, and it was something that I really enjoyed, and something that I really took pride in. Being a leader for the younger guys. We had a very young team, and I think I grew as a person, and also grew as a player as well.
If people hadn't seen you play, how would you describe your game?
Just a smart, simple player. I'm not too flashy. Make a smart pass, and I'm able to find guys pretty well. I'm not gonna probably go in 10 and toe drag guys, stuff like that. But I keep it simple. But I guess get pucks in the net. So
you won the Bobby Clarke Trophy.
Yeah,
I believe. Do you know much about him? Do you know the parallels between a guy who was sort of overlooked and?
Yeah, no, I guess I don't know too much about Bobby. I was fortunate enough to meet him in Calgary this year when we had the banquet, and super nice guy. So he grew up in Manitoba, and we had a good little chat there. But don't know too much about Bobby, I guess.
He was also missing some teeth too, so you've got that.
Yeah, no, I got to get those fixed for sure.
78 even strength points this past season. That has to be a source of pride for you.
Yeah, I think I took a lot of pride in that. I think any time that you can be on the ice for a goal for when you're even strength and not being scored on is huge. Another part of the game that our team really takes pride in is the penalty kill, and we were able to have some penalty kill points as well. So not I guess just doing it on the power play, but also able to chip in 5-on-5 is huge.
As a Winnipegger, do you know Brendan Leipsic at all? Have you crossed paths?
Yeah, no, I know Brendan. He's a great guy, and reached out to me after I was drafted. So it just kind of shows the kind of person he is, and I'm a huge fan of Leiper.
What's your goal now, Adam, looking at this camp and then looking towards next season?
Just do everything I can to kind of make an impact, and kind of show them the kind of player I am. I mean, obviously there's no definite timeline at when I'm going to play here and stuff, or when I'm going to play in the AHL. So I'm still eligible to go back for one more season, and whatever the organization sees is best for my development, they'll do. And like I said earlier, I just want to get better every day.
You worked out, or at least I've read, with a man named Riley Lindgren last summer, and how important that off-season regimen with him was important to what you did last year. Will you be repeating that this time around?
Yeah, he plays in Lethbridge. Actually, he's one of my best friends, and me and him really push each other. We work out together every summer. So, I haven't been working out with him so far. He's working a full-time job, and I'm kind of focusing on working out and stuff this year. But it's always nice to have someone who's out there, competing with you and pushing you to be the best you can be.
You had 120 points last year. Do you have a favorite? One that you send people on YouTube or something?
No, I don't think so. I think, I can't think of one that stood out to me too much. I think obviously the 100th point was nice. Something that I never dreamed imaginable in my WHL career, getting there in one season, and it was just all around a very exciting year for me, and something that I'm very proud of.
You made a dramatic jump from the previous year up to 120 points. What happened? What do you think happened?
I think it goes back to our coaching staff. They they came in and just kind of revitalized a lot of guys' careers, and I went from 11 points to 62 when they came in, and then made another big jump. So they obviously are great with development. Our whole organization is, and yeah, so I got to thank them for everything I have.
How important was the time in the middle of the season where you're named interim captain and where you had an opportunity to lead this team while others were hurt?
I think it was big. I think when we're out two 20-year-olds and just had one playing in a league where older guys ultimately seem to carry your team, and we only had two 19-year-olds, so we were playing with three guys over 18, and we needed some guys to step up, and I think that all the guys who were in the organization who are the older guys did that, and it helped us make the playoffs and helped us all be very successful.